Hey, here with Harry Pownall from the North Agency. We just want to see what's happening in 2026 in the Northern Beaches real estate market. So what are you seeing, Harry? 2026, what's changed?
It's better than last year, put it that way, so far, touching wood. So there's lots of buyers out. We did our first open homes second week back in January. We had 40 groups through a property in Beacon Hill, so like those numbers are strong. I think this year we'll probably find that there's good movement with buyers in the property market, but there's lots of stock there for them to choose from. So you're not dealing with your 5 or 6 buyers and running your auctions on everything. You're probably meeting your buyer and you're negotiating with them.
That is good news.
What about finance? What's going on in the money world?
There's a few changes. Unfortunately, probably rate cuts are off the table. That is a shame for everyone with a mortgage. What we are seeing as well, lenders that have been a bit more adaptive. So there's a couple of lenders come out now with 90% no LMI. APRA is forcing a few more regulations on the mainstream lenders with the DTI restrictions, so the debt to income, which is going to hamper people's borrowing power as well.
And then what are you seeing with first home buyers? Because we're noticing in the unit market, it's pretty busy at the moment. It's probably the best market on the Northern Beaches.
Yeah, I think the first home guarantee, or what the government calls a 5% guarantee scheme, has obviously helped people move a little bit quicker. And that unfortunately has increased prices a bit, as you would have noticed on the Northern Beaches. And it's also led to a few people looking outside of Sydney and also outside of New South Wales.
Yep, and we're feeling that as well. We're hoping that the flow-on effect from the unit market comes into the housing market, because it might make it a little bit easier this year.
Yeah, that would be great.
So this year we always advise, if you are going to go look for a property, get the finance, get ready and use someone reputable locally, because as a real estate agent, when we're dealing with multiple buyers, we do have to sometimes look at who we think is going to be the strongest contender. If you're dealing with a reputable broker in the area, the chances are you're going to have a better chance in buying the property. Pretty much give this guy a call. And then if you are buying and selling this year, if you're upgrading or you're downsizing, it's probably not the market to be buying first unless you've got a really good backup plan. So we always advise, get your finance, get some buyers through your property, get an understanding on what it's worth, and then you're good to go. And if you need anything in finance, give Justin Purll a call.
Thanks, Harry. Obviously, as Harry said, it's so important to get your ducks in a row and get the finance sorted early. Buying or selling or unsure of, that's what we do really well. Happy to help people through that decision process, which can be a bit daunting. And obviously, if you are selling on the Northern Beaches, it's like there's no one else that you'd want to look at as opposed to this bloke here. Him and his team are fantastic. The level they go to for selling property and even helping you buy the next property, it's outstanding.